Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. Recently I watched episode 2 of Downton Abbey's 4th season, and I must say I am just a little bit shocked at what occurred in this particular episode. There is the possibility of a new suitor for Mary, and for the first time she actually laughs, and we see her crack a smile, and her usual prickliness is overcome by the genteel man that comes into her life. And I have to say, the scene where they are riding together on the horses, the black and white, the yin and yang, I thought was very well done, and those horses are absolutely stunning. I love especially the Arabian breed, and if I were ever more into equines, I would be a rider of Arabians, but I'm kind of afraid of horses, sadly, even though I love them from a distance. The episode itself is absolutely brilliant, I thought, and Mosley, he got to come back to Downton. He was delivering for somebody else. He was down on his luck. If you remember the last episode, he just felt so sad for his pitiful estate. And of course, Miss Hughes, actually Carson installs him as a footman, and it's a little bit below him because, well, Tom Barrow doesn't want to do it because he thinks that he's too high and mighty to bow down to that level because he's risen above, and he's got a complex. We all know this. So he takes it and he says, I am a beggar, and beggars can't afford to be choosers. Of course, we know that as well. Edna seems to be up to some deviousness. What deviousness, I'm not really sure. What happens to Anna in this particular episode left me absolutely aghast. I was just utterly shocked. I'm serious. My mouth was hanging open, so was my father's. And I thought, what's going to happen now? Because she and John Bates have been through hell and back, quite literally. And it's not going to make me stop watching the show. I'm going to continue because I'm such a huge fan. And just Julian Fellows, though I think he's a sadist, I still think that he is a genius, and I'm very inspired by what he writes. And characters that he has created here, we've come to know and love. And of course, for Edith, in this particular series, we're given a glimpse of hope, and maybe there will be wedding bells for Miss Edith. I really hope. Of course, in this episode, we have a famous opera singer that's involved, and we see a bit of Rob Crawley's closed-mindedness come out, but of course he accuses Cora, his wife, of labeling him as such, and it's all because she mentions that she enjoys his wine. And a lot of, I don't know if there are a lot of people watching this that would understand the significance of different wines, but if you read, then, or if you know a lot about haute couture, or just the idea of luxe, or just the whole ambiance of having different wine with food. Red wine is used with steak, and white wine is with fish. It's just because it brings out the flavor of such said meals. And so it would be kind of considered bad taste, or, you know, not fitting within the culture and etc. to have red wine with white meat. It just wouldn't make sense. And it's just not done that way, but that's the reason why. It's just not fitting. We actually see a lot of that. We see a division in the classes here, especially with Tom, the chauffeur, and he says to Robert, he tells him, he says, I feel like a fish out of water. I never felt like I belonged, and Sybil was the one who loved me, and etc. And he just feels like he is fighting for his place, his niche, basically. And it's very interesting psychologically to see all these characters react, and especially Edna, as you think, oh, you were up to something, aren't you, little minx? But the next episode, I'm very intrigued to see what will occur. They didn't have any previews for the next episode, but it's just leaves you to wonder what Julian has up his sleeves for episode 3.